Hey YouTube viewers, hashtag my global family. This is Dre Abeita, the YouTube academic, here with your hashtag Abeita critical thought of the day. Today's Monday, May 4th, 2020. Woohoo, you guys! It was a long semester, but I'm happy to report I finished teaching 2 of 3 of my last classes for the week. It is finals week at the New Mexico Highlands School of Social Work, and my students are being put through the ringer. But they are amazing, they are strong, they are powerful, they are resilient, and they've got this. I am so proud of them. They created an amazing community that was both supportive and critical. They pushed each other, they supported each other, they loved each other, and that's what we are trying to do at the end of the day. We are trying to create a loving society in which we are working towards a better future for us all, regardless of our positionalities. So thank you guys so much for putting in all the work this semester, putting your thinking caps on and working towards developing your cultural competency as well as your critical consciousness. That's our goal, right? And as I always tell my students, don't believe me, you guys. Go out and find that research for yourself, right? We take lived experience, we add critical theory, we do some analysis, and therefore we make sense of our lived experiences and our world. And we always have to remember there are systems of matrices of domination, right? Patricia Hill Collins, and also systemic and historical structures that have been constructed over the years, right? We live with the ramifications of slavery and the after effects of colonization, and still have to deal with the structures of patriarchy and gender discrimination, and sexuality and racial hierarchies. So all of these ideas, right? I always say ideas are ruining my life. But the amazing thing about education is that we can think about how we would like our society to form into something new, right? And as absolutely catastrophic as this pandemic is, I always and forever will remain hopeful, because what this is actually doing is waking up a whole bunch of people to really understanding that fundamentally our society is not equal, that not all people have opportunities or access to the fundamentals like housing and food and education, right? All of our children deserve an education in which they're becoming critical thinkers and leaders of tomorrow, right? We want all of our kids to be able to go home and be secure in their knowledge that they're going to have a meal at night, and being secure in the knowledge that the mortgage payment or the rent payment is going to be paid for the month, right? This pandemic is showing that we have a lot of holes in our society and a lot of people are falling through them, and we need to make sure that we start addressing them. Today, during our last discussion, I kind of was leaving them with some final thoughts, and one of the presenters had shown a clip from YouTube. And it was a Vice episode, and it showed some young Black Democrats and liberals, Republicans rather, and some young Latinx, again, Democrats and conservatives, or Republicans rather, debating, going back and forth on some contemporary issues. And although my class only watched a few moments of it, it was very telling to still see how people were divided along these binary lines. Unfortunately, I think it's time for us to think outside the box. It's time for us to redefine what we want our new future to look like. It is very clear that this ping-ponging back and forth every 4 years, every election, is not doing our society any favors, right? Because we aren't looking in long-term planning. Our politicians are not thinking about what is best for America 20 or 30 years down the road. They're only looking at the exact moment in front of them. They're only paying attention to the next election to make sure that they control the political power that they have. We need to do better. Our children demand that we do better. Our elderly who rely on the healthcare systems and everything that we have in place, literally their lives are depending that we do something right now to help save them. So please, America, everyone who lives within our society, regardless of your social status or ethnicity or race or linguist background or even citizenship, we all need to start doing things differently and thinking about a way for us to continue as a society and thrive and not leave people barely hanging on in the fringes. We need to make sure that everyone is supported and reimagine a new future. So please, let's start thinking and seeing what we can do in everyday life to make sure that we have a future for everyone. As always, #BeSafeMyGlobalFamily. This is Dre Abeita, the YouTube academic. Have a good night.